Welcome to Scribe Babies. I'm Lewis Stardust.
I'm Tori the Vast.
Today we'll be discussing everything that is Festival in a Box, and we will be unboxing all the goodies inside. I'm saying box a lot. That's good.
It's a box.
It's a box. There's
It's a
lots
box.
of things. This is the best way to get your hand on those MagicCon promos that you might have missed throughout the year, and also have your own MagicCon experience at home.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're interested in the Festival in a Box and you want to take one home for yourself, you can shop in our description below. We have a link for the Festival in a Box.
Thank you to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring this video. All right, so let's get started. Let's talk about what Festival in a Box is and why you want to pick up this product.
All right, so Festival in a Box, exactly what it sounds like. If you've gone to a MagicCon before, or if you haven't gone to a MagicCon and you want to know what it is, they have basically the promos and cool contents inside, so that way you're not missing out on the cool stuff that's available exclusively at the MagicCon.
Yeah, there's 3 exclusive promos that they included in this box. There's also a bunch of other contents. We have a Lost Caverns of Ixalan Collector's Booster in there, as well as a Wilds of Eldraine, and a Commander Masters Collector Booster. And that's not all in this box. We also have the all-new Mystery Boosters too, which I had an opportunity to draft the new set at Gen Con. We'll talk a little bit about that later.
That's right, and you also get the Little Legends Secret Lair, which contains some very adorable cards. We have a little Drana the Last Blood Chief, Orvar the All-Form, Rhea Dawnbringer, Lavinia Azorus Renegade, and my favorite one is the Omnath Locus of Creation. They're all like little chibi anime characters. They're adorable and they just look great. So if you're a collector of these secret lairs and you like to collect them from MagicCons, this is one you're going to pick up.
I actually really like this one too because they've done other little walkers in the past, but this has been like, oh, I'll use every one of these cards. Like, I'm not huge into chibis normally, but they do them really cute and their faces are really cute, and the Omnath I think is my favorite because he's just a big little jelly bean baby.
Yeah, he looks like a little chicken nugget. I'm obsessed with him. Definitely picking that one up.
I also love the Drana because I'm a big vampire girly, and that was like one of my first mono black decks, so I'm excited to see a cool art for her. I'm really happy about that one. So we're talking about those promos that you can get in this box. In this one we have the Ponder. I believe that was at MagicCon Chicago. Right?
Yes, it's the turtle.
Yeah. He's really cute, so you can get your hands on that Ponder. And they also have the Swords to Plowshares, which I think was an Amsterdam promo, if I'm not mistaken. We'll also have a Convention Mara playtest card and 1 Plains John Avon full art Plains. Boom. You love John Avon.
I do love John Avon, and this is a beautiful Plains. It has like the lotus petals, like looking things in the sky.
It's gorgeous.
Very, very pretty. Very John Avon. And it's gorgeous.
I think it's cute that they're putting all the little promos for the year so you can get them, because I know for me, I was really sad that I couldn't go to Amsterdam and get the Swords to Plowshares, so now I'll be able to have that.
And I didn't get to go to Chicago, and I wanted the Turtle Ponder.
I know, yeah. And it's also nice too because the lines do get a little long sometimes to get your hands on those secret, like, special items, con exclusives, so you can just get the box, take it home with you. No lines.
No lines, no missing out.
All right, let's talk about Mystery Boosters too. So Mystery Boosters was already very successful. This one was so much fun to draft. Oh my gosh. So at Gen Con, it was unveiled that this would be the set that was coming out. And we got a note from Gavin that I'll put on the screen that was like very discreet, and we didn't know what it was going to be, but with a lot of detective work, even though I was told there'd be no detective work required, we found out that it was going to be Mystery Boosters too, which was very exciting. And I have some cards. I was just showing Tori them. They're really cool. We have a bunch of new Future Sight cards, a bunch of new white border cards, if that's your thing. Even if you aren't, they are really pretty, and they made me a white border person. And there's a lot of just cool cards in the set. It was really, really fun to draft. I'm excited for us to be able to do it with our friends too. So let's talk a little bit about what's in that box.
We have some really cool reprints, and as you said, we have the Future Sight frame. I know a lot of people who say that they're Magic boomers love these. They did reprint a lot of cards, a lot of CEDH cards, but also a lot of our fan favorites. So if you're a constructed player and you like to collect the retro frames or old borders, you'll be happy to see that there are certain cards that got the treatment of the Future Sight frame. There we go. Some of my favorite cards that I saw were the Underworld Breach. It looks so, so cool. I think it has incredible treatment. You have it right there. It looks awesome. And if you're a fan of the Underworld Breach Grinding Station deck, there is also a Grinding Station in the same type of frame. So they just look chef's kiss together. There's also Crashing Footfalls, even though Rhinos isn't, the best deck anymore. Still really cool, looks awesome. There's also Show and Tell, Pyroblast, Brainstorm, Counterspell. So if you play a lot of those cards in Legacy or Vintage or any of your favorite formats, they're there.
I got a foil one too.
Oh, you got a foil
Yeah, I got
show
a
and
foil
tell.
show and tell. There's not a lot of foils in here, but this was one, and I was very excited about it. I was also really excited about my rat colony, which was really cute, so I kept him because I'm making a rat deck right now. And you were mentioning some other feature site cards. The Soul Ring is pretty cool. I opened this, everybody was gasping. They're like, it's a Soul Ring, it's a big deal. I almost traded Olivia for the Demonic Consultation because it's a cute bunny, it's perfect. But we ended up keeping our cards because it was such a special moment. But there are a lot of CDH staples. I talked about maybe just bringing like a small percentage of CDH stuff, like some mana rocks, and then trying to build decks out of this with people because I think that's really fun. There was, oh my gosh, you said the Underworld Breach and the Grinding Station, but there's also oh my gosh, a Final Fortune, a Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Thassa's Oracle, Pact of Negation, Mindbreak Trap, which like just got its first new art and it definitely needs a reprint, so that's really cool that that's in there. Chain of Vapor, Flusterstorm, so much really cool stuff. My personal favorite is the Deathrite Shaman. It's really cute in white border. It made me really happy and it was actually really fun in my deck. My deck was bad. It was bad only because I was so excited for all the new cards that I just kept cards that made me happy. So I did win one of my rounds, but probably I don't know how I did it. It was really strong.
I would do the same thing. I would take the stuff that I wanted more than the stuff I should take.
Well, there's a Darcy too.
I know. It looks really good with the white border.
I think there's a Goblin guy too, which is your baby.
That's my man.
It's your baby. So
That's my man.
but yeah, there's a lot of cool ones too, and of course, there's always going to be some of those like fun playtest cards. This one that I got was called the Heart of a Duelist, which is clearly like a little pun to something familiar, and it's fun because you could just draw cards from anywhere in your deck. I thought that was cool.
Anywhere.
Yeah. There's also one that's a Phyrexian one where when you cast the card, you randomly pick which Phyrexian you're going to choose, and then you get a copy of it. So you could just have like a Vorinclex or an Elishnorn. It's very fun.
Those are so much fun.
Yeah.
And they're fun to play in Commander too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like there's so many ways you could build with those and make really neat playtest cards.
Yeah.
Just shoved in your deck.
I also feel like they were really strong. Like I had like a Rite of Flame and like other things that were just good for, there was like a Dark Ritual. So things that are good for like mana fixing or getting out those like bigger spells. I just think it's a really fun set to draft with people. I'm excited that we'll have the opportunity to do that soon too.
Me too. It looks so much fun. All the pictures I saw of everyone's draft decks, really, really neat. The cards are really pretty. They're fun to look at. So even if you suck, even if you 0-3, doesn't matter because they're pretty.
Yeah, I agree. I just like get really happy looking at all the options, and especially because like the options for the cards were really good. I felt like Mystery Boosters did a good job with that. Sometimes if I see a pack somewhere, I will pick one up because I'm like, oh, like you're usually going to hit something good in the set. And these ones are just absolutely incredible. So while we're really focusing on the Mystery Boosters, this whole entire box has a great collection. You can do things like Chaos Drafts. You can do maybe like if you open your Collector's Boosters, maybe you pick a Commander and you make a Commander deck out of your Mystery Boosters. That's something that I like to do. I think that's really fun too. So yeah, it's a really cool product. A lot of cool stuff inside.
And you get a whole box.
You get a whole box.
In your festival in a box.
I do know it's also hard for people to like get to conventions all over the world, right? We talked about that before in our videos talking about MagicCon. So for you, when you're talking about you miss things in Chicago, it's nice that you have the opportunity to get it now. And also like if you can't do that, or even if you just want to have like a fun game night with your friends, it's a great include to pick up.
It's also a cool gift.
It's also a cool gift. That's true.
It is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a Magic friend, you don't know what to get them. Festival in a box.
That's true. That's a lot of good stuff for the Magic lover in your life.
It is. Yeah, we also have the acorn set symbol for alchemy cards. So if you play Arena and you know alchemy has some cards specific to Arena, they've printed those in paper now. So they're not going to be legal in every format, but they're here. They're from your screen.
Yeah.
And now they're alive in your hand.
The first time ever.
Also for the white borders, there's this really cool Lavinia, and I love Lavinia. This was one of my favorite cards. It was one of my favorite sideboard cards when I used to play Blue White Hammer. To see this in white border is very cool. She's very busted, and I love the way this looks.
And she's mean.
She's mean. There's also list cards in Mystery Booster. So like right here, we have Goblin Matron from Urza Saga. So yeah, you have different sets that are reprinted in here as well.
There's a lot of staples in this set, so I feel like if you're missing a lot of staples, whether it be for CDH, for casual play, whatever you're looking for, there is a lot of them. I got a lot of value off of what I drafted from the set, not including all the other cards that I passed. It was really hard to pick just one every time I got handed a stack of cards, so there's a lot of value in general, and also just, it's good for a collector. Like if you're looking to build up your collection or you're looking to add new cards that you didn't have before, it's just a really good box. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it's a really cool product.
So that's everything Festival in a Box. Again, if you want to check that out, we have a link down in our description below.
That's right. In our description below, you can pick one up for yourself, a friend, a random person on the street, anything you want. Check it out. Thank you so much to Wizards for sponsoring this video, and we'll see you at the next MagicCon.
These secret layers, including the Marrow Convention card, are only available in the Festival in a Box. They will not be available at the MagicCon Vegas store. Mystery Booster 2 will not be available for purchase at MagicCon Vegas. However, you can still play Mystery Booster 2 if you register for the on-site events. You can pick up Festival in a Box using the link below while supplies last.